market for data in Europe, but a market with our rules, the European rules. Today we have clear rules for personal data thanks to the GDPR, but we still have to establish rules for non-personal data. These clear rules should aim to protect the European interest and Europe's strategy autonomy. For this, European players should be equipped with clear, harmonized, regulating framework and develop suitable European infrastructures allowing the storage, the use, and the creation of data-based applications. A single market for data is first a market with clear and transparent common rules. The European industry, and especially our SMEs, should be in control of the data they produce and fully benefit from its use and reuse. This is the clear objective of the regulatory framework we are about to present. As the first step, we will present a Data Governance Act, which will intervene on three main elements. Unlock the reuse of public data, which are today not available, and define the conditions for the reuse. Secondly, create a framework for European data platforms to emerge. They will differentiate from the big tech of today, as they should place the data owner, individuals or companies, in control of their own data, for instance, by putting in place the right organizational structure to avoid to be subject to third country jurisdiction. Enable third, data altruism, to foster sharing of data for public good. This is extremely important, for instance, in the framework of the current health crisis, of course. As a second regulatory step, we are working on the adoption of an implementing act on high-value datasets to make these datasets available across the EU for free in machine-readable format and through APIs, application program interfaces. Additionally, in order to improve access to and use of industrial data, we are working on a data act for this spring 2021, a legislative initiative to increase fairness in the data economy by clarifying data usage rights in business-to-business and business-to-government settings. We will also consider enhanced data portability rights to give individuals more control over the data they produce. And we will have a look at the intellectual property rights framework with a view to further enhance data access and use. So in clear, we are building a framework with clear and simple principles. More data being shared in the single market, increased trust through new type of intermediaries, which will not be allowed to use the data they are hosting for other purposes, such as, for example, developing their own services, and will aim at allowing users, especially our companies, to be in control of their data. Making sure our data are not subject to any foreign laws, but to European rules only. On this last point, I want to be very clear. I consider that we should create the condition, both infrastructure and legal, to make sure that the European data are stored and processed in Europe under European rules and laws. Contrary to what I hear, this is not at all protectionism or closing Europe. Everyone will be welcome to do it. We will welcome everyone as long as they fulfill with our rules. We remain open to the world, but again, we are not naive anymore. We will not make the same mistake we did for the personal data in the early days before we eventually reacted with the GDPR. One word on infrastructure and technologies now. Besides the regulatory aspects, we need to work on the infrastructures and the technologies in order to be concretely moving towards strengthening digital sovereignty, especially on data. Concretely, I believe there are four main areas of investment that Europe should prioritize. First, connectivity. We must make Europe the most connected continent. This will require a blending of technologies, fiber, space-based connectivity, and of course, 5G. 5G will be a game changer in all the industrial and public application it will be able to enable. These are, in a way, the pipes through which the data economy will be able to foster, from the twin factor to health application such as distance operation, urban mobility, organization, and so on. But this is the first test of Europe as being credible on its digital sovereignty. 5G will be highly sensitive networks and should be highly secured. This is why we have, together with member states, presented with success a 5G cybersecurity toolbox with the cooperation and agreement of all member states, which define high-risk suppliers and measures to take, such as exclusion from the sensitive part of the networks, the core and the RAN. We have today two world-class European suppliers on our continent, which are holding together more than 55% of the 5G patents. In a sense, we have a clear European strategic autonomy capacity on 5G. So we can afford to, and we must make the right choice. I am pleased that many member states, again, have already started to implement all these principles. Secondly is the computing capacity. This will be critical for our capacity to analyze big amount of data. Without our own capacity in supercomputer and HPC, we will not be able to benefit from the upcoming industrial data wave. In this technological race, Europe cannot afford to be lagging behind. And we are not. We have world-class European suppliers. Our objective is to invest into 3 supercomputer, pre-exascale and then exascale, which are in the top 5 in the world. And we are preparing the future with 8 billion euros in total dedicated to reaching the next technological frontier, exascale and quantum computing, or at least quantum accelerators. Third is to develop European secure cloud, to be able to store and process industrial data. This is a critical element of our strategy. We need to make emerge European alternatives. This is possible. We have the technology and we are not late. But the race has started. So we should act now. In clear, such European critical clouds are the basis to make sure that we are in full control of the industrial data we produce in Europe. For this, I wish to launch by the end of the year a European Industrial Data Cloud Alliance. The Commission will be ready to invest more than 2 billion euros on this project. And I am glad that some member states already started, of course, starting with the Gaia X project initiated by my friend Peter Altmaier and Bruno Le Maire. But we need to go further and build clear European scale level projects. Fourth, and maybe the most important, as it conditions all the others, is the capacity to produce in Europe and develop the most powerful and sustainable processors. Processors are key strategic components, which are in all the connected objects, from the car to the supercomputers, to edge computers, to AI technologies, and of course to defense capabilities almost everywhere. We need to seriously invest in Europe to be able to reduce our dependencies. For all this, the Commission is ready to invest a large amount of money through the Digital Europe program, the first ever of the kind, with a clear objective of data infrastructure or HPC, the Connecting Europe Facility program or Horizon Europe, but also the space program and, of course, our European Defense Fund that I'm responsible for, as you know. But we need to mobilize also the European Recovery Plan agreed in July. And this is why the Commission is pushing that 20% of this plan. By the way, it represents more than 130 billion euros. That's a huge amount. will be invested in digital transformation of our economy, especially to support the different flagship projects I mentioned before. I therefore call all member states to insert these elements in their own recovery plans. As a conclusion, I would like to say that the choice we are making, or that we will not make today, will condition the way Europe will strive in the data economy and in grasping the opportunity of the upcoming wave of industrial data. This is not only about technology. This is about our jobs, about choice, and about our place on the global stage. In this perspective, the battle of industrial data already started worldwide. And let's be clear, because we are the most advanced continent with our industrial base, the battlefield will be Europe, being still one of the most, again, as I said, industrial region with Industry 4.0 and so on. We therefore need to organize ourselves now. This is what I will do. You could make sure, and I wish you a successful conference. Hopefully that next time we will have enhanced connectivity, so I will be able to do it with better condition, and even better to go live to spend the day together with you. Thank you very much.
Dear Commissioner, thank you for staying with us. Thank you for your keynote despite the technical difficulties. We at the Konrad Adenauer Foundation truly support all the projects around the European strategy on data. This event is all about that. We consider this summit as an input to all the projects around the European strategy on data. Gaia-X, you have mentioned data altruism. As we said, we are focusing today on the high-value data sets and the implementing act coming in the next year. We wish you a lot of success and many thanks to all your colleagues in this regard. Many, many thanks and have a beautiful day.
Thank you very much and have a good session, and thank you for everything you do and everything you bring in our information and data space. Thank you very much.
Many thanks. Bye-bye.